With me today is Radhika Bhattacharyya Shah, a celebrity who you must have seen on national TV and who is the spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Radhika, warm welcome to Candid with Karl.
Thank you very much and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Let's take you back earliest in time to what you will find is your first memory.
My first memory is of an army cantonment.
Right?
Beautiful, clean streets, lovely old bungalows, an environment of discipline and integrity.
The place you grew up in the city of joy, Kolkata?
I was born in Kolkata,
Right.
but as an army officer's daughter, I traveled the country with my father.
Right.
And I find that if I had to express gratitude to God,
Right.
it would be to thank God for making me the child of my parents
Wow.
and the child from the Indian Army.
Something every child should learn from and share similar views towards their parents, because that's how you came in the world. So when you give credence to your parents, what and how did you grow from there on?
Well, it was the environment that actually made me into the person I became as an adult.
Right.
The foundations were very strong. We in the army are taught to be secular
Right.
because our army has Indians from every state, every religion, every culture, every
Right.
language. And we are brought up in an environment where discipline is what makes the foundation of a soldier, and that extends to his families as well.
Right.
We are taught how to play sports because sports builds character.
Correct.
So we learn how to play better, we learn how to become a team, and at home, good manners are taught in abundance, from table manners to greetings to etiquette to respect for the country, the society, etc. So I think people who are brought up in the army or defense environment have shown success later in life because their fundamentals were excessively strong.
Bravo. And I think determination, discipline, and drive are the tenets of the army, and those were inculcated into you in a very early age. Radhika, you grew up in a palatial home, I'm told.
Well, I was fortunate to be born into a family who were shipping magnates. So along with the wealth came the environment, which
Right.
was in abundance.
Wow.
The rooms were large, the property was large, the staff were large. And of course, we were brought up on the history and bygone stories of the family.
Right.
So I grew up in a very large home that was called the Banerjee Rajbari, and we have a temple complex that stands till today.
Wow.
Sadly, the palace came down, and we have a large complex in the name of my great-grandfather, who was the person who started the business.
Right.
And so culturally, one still maintains the Bengali religious environment with Durga Puja, Kali Puja, a Shiva temple that's
Right.
over 135 years old.
Great.
So one grew up in a nice mix of both culture, education, and exposure.
Wow. So when you say culture and exposure, how did life after this great upbringing, which roads did you travel to, and how did life lead you onward from there?
That's a very interesting question. So I will have to go down memory lane. Because we were prepared for the future,
Right.
where education was in place, where all the soft skills that were required to make a mark were also developed,
Right.
we had to choose what we wanted to do in life.
Correct. And was that choice easy?
The choice was easy
Right.
because the bottom line was set. Bottom line was education and character building
Right.
and personality development. Once that came into play, we could choose what we wanted to do.
Right.
I chose commercial aviation as a
Wow.
career.
Wow.
And I decided that I wanted to see the world by
And touch
becoming
the sky.
and touch the skies.
Right.
And also get into management in commercial aviation, which I did. when the parents encourage you and tell you can do what you want to in life, but remember, don't veer from being a good citizen of India and an ambassador of India when you're abroad.
Right.
The country has one formal ambassador. But what we don't realize is that every Indian abroad is representing his country. And we must be very diligent, must take care to make sure that our country's reputation doesn't go down the drain because of our bad behavior or image.
Wow.
So one always took care of that whilst one progressed in one's career, whilst one was abroad.
And from being an ambassador for the country to actually getting married to one, how did that take place?
I think that was the universe's blessings.
Wow.
That I met and married one of India's most eminent ambassadors, Ambassador Prakash Shah. I think it is a blessing of God that I got to become the child of my parents and become the wife of my husband.
Wife of your husband.
And I must add another blessing which was added and most deserved by me was to be the mother of my son, Ryan.
Wonderful. But a little bit about Ambassador Prakash Shah. You must have traveled the world and, we had the choices of both blessings and environments. Tell us a little bit about that background.
Well, my husband has represented India as India's ambassador to the United Nations, Japan, United Nations, Geneva, High Commissioner to Malaysia, Venezuela, and also serving as Kofi Annan's special envoy to Iraq. When Iraq was in the doldrums and the world didn't know how to deal with Iraq, Kofi Annan, the then Secretary General, decided that Ambassador Shah of India would be his best special envoy, who would be able to bridge the gap between Iraq and the United Nations, Iraq and the permanent representatives at the United Nations, and make communication better between Iraq and the rest of the world.
And I think, being in close proximity to Kofi Annan must have also made you privy to a lot of world secrets as well.
Well, my husband has been in that position.
Yes.
I was not.
Right.
And he obviously has many stories to tell about his entire career.
Right.
Having served 3 successive prime ministers at the Prime Minister's office and having had such a distinguished diplomatic career, he's the man to tap for the real stories.
But I think like the ladies are fond of sharing tidbits of information. Radhika, you're such a fascinating lady. So what in this whole tenure of your life, what fascinated you?
What has fascinated me is the exposure to the world.
Right.
Not everyone is fortunate to have exposure at different levels.
Correct.
So I had an exposure at the working level and one exposure being my husband's wife.
Right.
Another fascinating aspect of my life is that I was able to maintain my beliefs in the country, extend my behavior, culture, faith, and integrity outside of the country, so that India was never let down by Radhika Bhattacharyya Shah.
And sadly, I knew at the time when I grew up, we always aped the West. Everything America did was something as young boys we wanted to do. Thankfully, that has turned, the world has turned, and today America looks on us. But when you were in this transitory phase, did you ever feel that, you were shortchanged being an Indian?
Well, when I left for abroad,
Right.
decades and decades and decades ago, India was a developing country.
Correct.
It didn't have the standing in the world as it does today.
Yes.
And yes, there was discrimination. We were looked down upon.
Right.
But
Even when you traveled abroad as an ambassador's wife?
no, things began to change later.
Wonderful.
But I'm
Wonderful.
talking about my early beginnings when
Yes.
I went abroad,
Right.
having left the country as a young lady.
Mm-hmm.
But that was not important to me.
Wow.
It was not how people saw my country. It was how I, as an Indian, showcased my country.
Right.
And I believe, as a very proud Indian then and now, I made sure that I never let my country look poor or look wanting or look backward. For me, India was my priority and India was paramount.
And Radhika, if more people espouse what you just said, when you can think warmly of yourself first and project that image, whether you are an Indian or American or whatever, that is the image that will stay with somebody.
We must remember that when we travel abroad, when we travel to another country, we carry a passport that's
Correct.
blue in color.
Right.
And that is who we are.
Absolutely.
Our
Absolutely.
public behavior must reflect the pride of the nation.
So, what does your passport, which obviously thanks to your background is not blue but red, what does that stand for?
Well, I haven't earned it, Karl.
Right.
My husband has.
Right.
By serving the country for
Correct.
32 years, as I said, as a very senior ambassador and diplomat. I take it as a privilege.
But it gave you certain privilege, Radhika. And
It does.
from knowing you as I have, you obviously never misuse those privileges.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
Right.
Because first, I didn't earn the privilege.
Wow.
My husband did.
Wow.
I enjoyed being my husband's spouse.
Mhm.
So I cannot be showing off
Right.
about something I haven't earned.
Wow.
It is not an accolade.
Mhm.
It is a privilege.
Mhm.
I respect it
Mhm.
and I make sure that I never misuse it.
So, what are, in this space of your life, what were some of your major accomplishments and things you were proud of?
First, of course, I'm very proud of being a woman born in India.
Right.
I think it's a privilege for women to be born in this country because culturally women are revered in that
Yes. Yes.
country. The Hindu philosophy obviously has a very high place for women.
Mhm.
Religiously, our goddesses are women.
Great.
We have women achievers in our country like no other country.
Right.
If you walk through an airport today, if you see 10 pilots, 5 of them are women.
Yes.
We have women in every sphere, in sports, technology, science, medicine, politics, and what have you. So India is inspirational for the rest of the world because it has given space for women to flourish.
Right.
You are doing a very good job in promoting women and bringing them into beauty pageants.
Thank you.
Because it's such a well-deserved platform for
Right.
women. I'm doing my best for women by being the founder of a professional football club and residential
Founder
academy.
of a professional football club,
That's right.
and with the World Cup on, please tell us a lot more, not just a little.
Right. I believe that for India to be a superpower, we must also be a sporting superpower.
Wonderful.
All our endeavors towards development will fall short if we can't progress in sports. The country is doing well just now. There's scope for us to do better.
Right.
But I believe that for sports to progress, it is not just the government's responsibility, but individuals like I to make sure that we put in what we can at the maximum to promote sports in India.
And-
I am promoting.
Sorry, you run this club called Pune Pioneers.
That's right.
Right.
So Pune Pioneers Football Club
Mhm.
has been in establishment for the last 8 years.
8 years, okay.
We have won over 50 trophies.
50 trophies.
Over 50
Wow.
trophies,
Wow.
which are all displayed in my office.
Mhm.
We have promoted children from underprivileged backgrounds.
Right.
And today we have a player who's playing for the Indian national team.
Wow.
We have players playing for various clubs, state, district, and international clubs.
Bravo,
So
Radhika.
our achievement has been, and our focus has been, to pick up thirsty children with the hunger to excel in sports, teach them free of cost, invest in their diet, in their football,
Equipment.
in their equipment,
Right.
in everything that they need to excel, from their gymming to swimming, to residential facility, to the best turfs to practice on with the best coaches to mentor them.
Gymming to swimming to winning. And if that's your credo, I'm sure we'll see India on the world stage shortly.
We hope that.
Right?
But I can't do it on my own.
You can't. And let me just ask you this one question. How receptive have sponsors been towards your endeavor?
None whatsoever.
None
And
at all?
Very sadly.
Sad. That's truly sad.
Very sadly. I'm
Right.
not looking for charity. I'm looking for partnerships.
Right.
Because I'm not turning my own child into a professional player.
Right.
I'm turning India's children into professional players.
Wow.
And if we as a nation don't hold hands together, and if people don't come forward, particularly industrialists from Pune, IT companies from Pune, high net worth people from Pune, to support Pune's only residential football academy, Pune Pioneers Football Club and Residential Academy, then I have little to say about how we can build this country together.
You know, Radhika, this is a massive shout out to any industrialist, any corporate house, and any high net worth individual to come forward and support this, because this is a hard business. It's not hid. You have to have the passion for more than fashion. And, you know, get into the fact that, and Uzbekistan today is playing the World Cup. India is not. If that be the case, and someday you want football to resonate like cricket, you must come forward and, you know, throw some of the money your way so that the endeavors, because you said something very beautiful about underprivileged children. And, you know, somebody told me, Radhika, that more than stomach hunger
Right.
is hunger for success.
And usually,
Yes.
success comes from those people,
Right.
those children who have very little,
Correct.
aspire very high,
Mhm.
and are waiting for people like I to say,
I'll show you
welcome
touch the
home,
sky.
welcome home. Our academy and residential campus is where you belong. You have the talent, I have the passion.
Mhm.
You have the want,
Mhm.
I have the need to turn you into India players.
Right.
And together we'll build this dream.
Mhm.
Whether or not I get any success is immaterial, because I will sell my last sari to make sure that these children wear India's t-shirt on their chest.
Bravo. Bravo. And allied to this, I believe your son Ryan
Right.
is a footballing god.
Well, a Pune Pioneers Football Academy and residential campus
Right.
was his brainchild,
I see. Okay,
was
wow.
his baby,
Right.
and he's the man behind the entire show and success.
Fantastic.
Today, we have, within 2.5 months of launch, Karl, I will say this with a lot of pride, that we have 75 residential students at our campus in Bagholi
From all India.
from all over India,
Right.
many of them from the northeast of India, from the Seven Sisters,
Correct.
from the States, because they are really, really keen on football,
Right.
and they have a natural
Flair
talent,
for it.
flair
Yes.
for it.
Yes.
I
He's
have
Bengal, Mohammed Sporting are two of the big names.
Right.
You know, from that part of the world.
absolutely from Bengal upwards.
So, right.
And to my utter delight and surprise, I have to increase the beds to another 80. So I will have 150 residential students
Right.
being nurtured by us from one campus, getting the best nourishment
Mhm.
a footballer needs, air-conditioned rooms to sleep in, the jacuzzi, the sauna, the ice bath,
Oh.
the physiotherapy in-house clinic, the doctor in-house, the coaches in-house, the swimming, the gymming,
Mhm.
the football fields, the astroturfs, as we
Right.
call them,
Right.
the bus transport, and the education that they need.
Completely provided for.
It's completely provided for. Why I need help is that we are one family promoting it. We don't come from a business background. We don't come from an industry background.
Right.
My husband has served the nation for 32 years. His savings are from his salary,
Mhm.
from the government,
Mhm.
from the investments we've made, and the pension that we have
And
saved
this
up for
entire project is self-funded.
completely and totally self-funded. And Pune is the base of so many IT companies,
Correct.
so many big industrial homes, so many big builder groups. And I really want them to come forward and hold our hand.
Right.
Because this is not my project. This is Pune's project. This is Maharashtra's project and India's project. So I hope people will come forward and see success, and we see success together.
It is my earnest appeal, Radhika, because I'm a massive soccer fan.
Absolutely.
And I want India to feature on the world stage before I say goodbye. So, this is something from the heart, that an appeal to anybody listening or anybody watching to come forth and, pour your heart into what you're doing with the Pune Pioneers.
Because we are the only residential football academy in Pune.
Right.
And if people from the Northeast are rushing to come and make Pune their home, it's a compliment to Pune. Yes. It's a backhanded compliment to us as Pune Pioneers Football Academy.
Right.
And really, we must gain support from whoever wants to see Pune on the world map through spokes and such endeavors.
Right. For a lady like you, Radhika, can you tell us some of your accomplishments? Don't be modest. Please share with us.
Well, I will say that if I've been able to achieve anything, it's mostly due to the genetic inheritance, which came from my parents, both sides. So, as a Bengali, obviously, I sing.
Right.
And I took to
You sing?
singing.
Wow, okay. Professionally?
Well, yes, I have performed.
Right.
I have recorded. My first recording was for a Bengali movie at the age of 17, under the direction of the great Mr. Hemant Kumar, who was a well-known artist in the Hindi film industry and music director, Hemant Mukherjee. I began writing early, so I do contribute articles to publications. Right. The First Post, where you can find my articles. I'm about to publish my book.
What's it called?
April Forever. And that should be out in the market in the next couple of months. I paint, but as a hobby.
Right.
I have been involved in corporate training for a long time, because I realized that whilst we have the technical brains who are very good at exhibiting their professional prowess, their soft skills, their etiquette, their grooming, their self-presentation has been lacking.
Right.
So I've helped companies up their skills, up their professional skills, by training them. You name a large company and I must have been there to train them.
Wow.
Yes, my portfolio is excessively large.
Right.
Because you asked me not to be modest.
Not to be modest,
I'm mentioning this.
Thank you so very much. And Radhika, something you inadvertently have missed out is eloquence. How important is this word to persona enhancement?
Eloquence is all. Because first impressions take 3 seconds.
Yes.
The first handshake makes the bonding.
Right. And you never get a second chance to create a first impression.
And your body language says it all.
Right.
So if you are going for an interview or you want to be networking with the right people, your social skills, your conversational skills, your table manners, your self-presentation, your clothes is all.
Right.
I would say that 70% of who you are, you express by your self-presentation, which includes language, communication, body language, etc. And of course, a person's background gets exposed at the dinner table.
Yes.
How you eat says everything about yourself.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's restricted to table manners, which includes eating with knives and forks. Even eating on a thali, eating with your fingers, has to be taught.
And using your fingers as opposed to eating with your hands, like most Indians say, is something that one should learn and develop and inculcate from watching somebody like you, Radhika. If today a lady as accomplished as you were to look into the future, what do you see for Radhika Shah?
For Radhika Shah, I see an India
Right.
where women thrive even further,
Right.
where women women are able to find a platform
Mhm.
through many more academies like ours,
Right.
where women can be safe, where they don't fear rape
Mhm.
and molestation,
Right.
where women are revered and respected by the families they marry into,
Right.
where women can look at the sky and say, I can be there,
Great.
where India will have more women leaders, more politicians, more spokespersons like I, where women will say that Sare Jahan se acha Hindustan hamara.
Hindustan. Wow. And you founded Pune Pioneers, but I'm truly, truly blessed to be with one of India's pioneers today. Radhika, it's been absolutely, absolutely fascinating.
And may I just add
Please.
before, and I'm interrupting
Please.
you, none of this would have been possible if the seed of sports was not laid by my father, who played for India. He played for the services, and he was a footballer.
Wow.
Ambassador Prakash Shah, who was a cricketer
Mhm.
and test match commentator.
Mhm.
And without his promotion
Mhm.
of our ideas,
Right.
without his personal money,
Mhm.
without his encouragement, and without his founding our club, I can tell you we wouldn't be where we are. And our son always says that he has achieved accolades as a coach and today director of Pune Pioneers Football Academy. He pays and he expresses a lot of gratitude for his father, because somebody has to plant the seed for the tree to flourish and for the fruits to be evident.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you talked of your father, your husband, and your son carrying a torch
Right.
and taking sport in India forward.
Every life I get. And as a Hindu, I do believe in another life awaiting me.
Right.
I say I would ask for 5 things in my life. To be the child of Brigadier Charu Bhattacharya and Mrs. Shubhra Bhattacharya. To be the wife of Ambassador Prakash Shah.
Right.
To be Ryan Shah's mother.
Mhm.
To be India's daughter.
Mhm.
And to be a woman from the soil where culture, religion, and communities thrive together, where we live in a secular world which is only available in India. And really, to me, India is the greatest country in the whole world. When I wear a sari, I exhibit my culture. When I speak, I exhibit my emotions for my country. And nothing brings tears to my eyes except when the national anthem is heard and sung. And I hope that every Indian gets up in the movie theatre to sing the national anthem in his loudest or in her loudest voice. Whatever we are today is because of our country. And really, as many times as we can say Jai Hind will never be enough.
Wow. Radhika, you stand for everything that is great about this country. And with the determination and the discipline and the drive that the army has inculcated into you, and your own flowering as one of India's foremost daughters, I'm quite confident that India will rise to the dream that you have.
And you know why it will, I must add, is because we have tremendous leadership. If India has reached where it has in the last 10 or 15 years, it is because of the vision of our leadership.
Right.
And I think the country is on its path to more success. I think the country is achieving its goals and allowing individuals like I or like our organization to thrive. Yes, of course, I need help from our government to promote sports further. I would like our women to be safer in our country.
Right.
So we must have laws and policies where rape victims do not increase in numbers.
Right.
Where future rapists can be fearful of the laws and policies that will hold them to punishment.
Correct.
Where the courts will will make sure that such cases are seen in a shorter period of time, where the fear of being punished when they do any aggression towards children, women, and old people
Right.
is
Mostly dealt with.
dealt with
Yes.
early and in a large manner,
Correct.
to set an example
Mhm.
for those who have wrong intentions, so that they may be deterred from doing that. And deterrents have to be put into place early.
All I'll say, Radhika, is thank you ever so much for expressing your heart, sharing with us your brilliant mind, and being truly candid on my show, Candid with Karl.
So I'm grateful to you, Karl, for choosing me to be on your show, because you
Thank
had
you very much.
1.4 billion Indians you could have picked from. And for me, it's an honor and pride to be sharing time with you. It's an honor and pride to be sharing screen time with all of Karl's audiences. And thank you very much. Namaskar and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.